everyone, this is Dr. Alex Avila with Love University, and we're back. I'm an author, psychologist, and speaker. Every week we talk about how to love ourselves, others, and a higher nature, how to improve our finances, career, health, relationships, and spirituality. And today's topic is something that I believe will be very powerful for those listening today. It is called How to Love Yourself and Accept Your Greatness. Loving yourself is one of the keys to achieving your full potential. To love yourself means that you will have a deep understanding and appreciation of who you really are. When you love yourself, you are fully aware of your likes, dislikes, values, and preferences, and you act in accordance with what you really believe in. You accept yourself as you are, with all of your weaknesses, flaws, and mistakes, and without excessively judging or criticizing yourself. When you practice self-love, you also have self-compassion. You're not so hard on yourself when you make a mistake or mess up. You're able to forgive yourself for staying too long in an incompatible relationship, or when you leave a great partner that you should have stayed with. You can recover from blunders, mistakes, and awful decisions because you realize that you are a different person now than when you acted in a self-defeating or unproductive manner. No matter what errors you may have made in the past, you're able to love and accept yourself just as you are right now. Are you the type of person who is too hard on yourself? Perhaps you work too much without getting adequate rest, sleep, and nutrition. Maybe you stress yourself out by worrying about things that may never happen. Or you chastise yourself for your perceived weaknesses and inadequacies. Perhaps you're afraid to dream big because you fear rejection or failure. As a result, you end up suffering from frustration, disappointment, and regret because you don't go for what you really want. There's a better way to live. Love yourself. Think of loving yourself as an antidote to fear and self-doubt. Loving yourself is a way to channel your higher nature, talents, and abilities for the good of yourself and others. When you love yourself fully, you can step into your own greatness, and you can apply your gifts to help make the world a better place. When you love yourself, you will reap many benefits. You will be more productive, have less stress, and enjoy better physical health. You will also have better relationships, a more successful career, and you will experience greater love and joy. As you study the key concept of loving yourself, it's important to recognize that you can love yourself without being selfish or self-absorbed. Some people use the phrase love yourself to mean that my needs are more important than your needs. Those who think like that are often selfish. They put their own interests first while ignoring the needs of the people who love them and depend on them. An extreme example of self-love gone bad is a narcissist. This is the person who believes that they are the best in the world and everyone else is inferior. This type of person lacks the capacity for true intimacy. They can't love others because they are too busy loving themselves in a superficial and egotistical way. They also lack empathy. They cannot put themselves in other people's shoes because they think that their shoes are the only ones. Although a certain percentage of people have a full-blown narcissist personality disorder, there are an increasing number of individuals in our society, unfortunately, who have narcissistic traits without necessarily meeting the criteria for a clinical disorder. They are selfish, arrogant, conceited, manipulative, and lack empathy for others. Unfortunately, the increase of narcissistic personalities in our society creates an imbalance in the world and increases loneliness, doubt, and despair in relationships and everyday life. In contrast, a person who loves themselves in an authentic and balanced way is happier and more fulfilled. To be authentic means that you love yourself because you are a creation of the higher nature. You recognize your God or nature-given gifts and abilities, and you use them for the betterment of yourself and others. To love yourself in a balanced way means that you are realistic about your strengths and weaknesses. You are humble yet confident. You have the capacity to learn, grow, and transform while helping others along the way. The intelligent and authentic self-lover is able to generate loving energy within themselves as well as project loving energy outwardly into the world. They are empathetic and compassionate. They smile at others, offer sincere compliments, help, listen, and extend their loving energy without expectation. They do this naturally and effortlessly without expecting anything in return. The authentically self-loving person doesn't seek out the attention and approval of others because they are self-sufficient within their own inner love. They think, if people respond favorably to my love, that is fine. If they don't, that is okay as well. I will keep shining my light like the sun because love is my nature and will always be with me. Now, here are some exercises you can try at home to help you develop more genuine self-love. First of all, write a self-love letter. In the letter, you'll describe the actions that you are taking now that will affect your future self in either a good way or a bad way. As you write the letter, ask yourself, am I choosing what is best for my future self? Am I eating right, exercising, and taking care of my mind and body? Am I choosing a compatible and rewarding relationship and taking care of my mind and body? Am I choosing a compatible and rewarding relationship and career? Am I living my most authentic and love-filled life? Am I creating the legacy I want to leave behind when I die? Maybe the truth is that you're injuring your future body and mind by eating unhealthy and not exercising. Perhaps you're harming your soul by staying in an unrewarding and incompatible career or relationship, or by failing to be your most authentic self. If that is the case, then this letter can bring you great clarity and help you realize that you are accountable to your future self for your present thoughts and actions. As a result, you can start making changes today in your behaviors and lifestyles to bring more love, health, and happiness to your future self as well as to your present self. Number 2, practice radical self-care. Radical self-care means that you will give special attention to your material, emotional, and spiritual needs. You will get enough rest and exercise, eat healthy, and engage in positive and life-affirming hobbies, occupations, and pursuits. When you do this, you're able to give more to others because you have more to give. On the other hand, when you stress yourself out, deplete your energies, and drain your mental and emotional resources, you will burn out and have nothing left to give to others. The truth is that you can serve others best when you're rested and healthy. When you feel good, you will want to share your resources and talents with those who need uplifting. When you're balanced and peaceful, you can serve others from your overflowing love, energy, and abundance. And finally, repeat a self-love mantra or repetitive phrase. Every morning when you wake up, repeat a phrase that acknowledges your specialness as a human being and the great gift you have been given, which is life. You can say something like, today I am fortunate to wake up. I am alive. I have the precious gift known as human life. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to use all my energies to develop myself, expand my loving energy outwardly to others, and help them achieve their fullest potential as I achieve mine. Instead of anger and fear, I will have thoughts of peace, love, confidence, and security. I am blessed. When you repeat this phrase to yourself, you will unleash your hidden power. You will start to feel good about yourself, others, and the world. Instead of seeing the world from a mindset of lack and scarcity, you will realize that there is an abundance of everything you need in the world and within yourself. There is no fear in going broke because you have an infinite amount of inner riches. Love, wisdom, peace, gratitude, and contentment, as well as outer riches, excellent finances, career, relationships, and health. Because you have love for yourself, you will also have love for other people. You understand how much you and others suffer from self-defeating thoughts, including self-doubt, disappointment, futility, and despair. At the same time, you also realize that you have the innate capacity to give and receive love and peace. With this insight, you can increase your self-love so you can give more to others. Now, Jonathan, my producer, we've been together for almost a year, I think. And you're a very interesting guy, very smart. But let me ask you a question. Do you have self-love?
That's something that I try to work on all the time. You know, like I've been depressed before. I've been blaming myself. And I feel like learning to love yourself is like one of those things that like helps you cope with like darker thoughts. Like self-love helps. I feel like I'm just trying to like just master the art of self-love.
What kind of darker thoughts, Jonathan, if you can tell us? What's been in your mind that's held you back?
I mean, I'm nothing lately, but you know, like, you know, dealing with breakups or like, you know, relationships gone bad or say you didn't get the job you wanted or whatever, that kind of thing.
That happens to a lot of people. And the problem that some people have when you talk about self-love, first of all, they say that you're selfish, right? And we mentioned that some people go overboard and become narcissistic. Here we're talking about a healthy self-love, self-love that is based on loving yourself so you can love others more. Now, some people may think, I already practice self-love. I take care of myself. I'm good to myself. And this may be true, but you also need to ask yourself whether you are consistently choosing the higher thought, as you mentioned, the dark thoughts, Are you choosing thoughts of love, success, and contribution, or the lower thought, fear, doubt, self-attack? If you choose the lower thought, then you are not loving yourself. You're limiting and sabotaging yourself. You're preventing yourself from living your fullest, highest potential life. So on a daily basis, make sure that you pay careful attention to your thoughts. By doing so, you may observe self-defeating thoughts, such as, when will my life take off? Why can't I get what I want? Why do I always fail? These are the low-level, self-limiting thoughts that keep you from achieving your true potential. Now, you're not alone in having these thoughts, Love University listeners. Many people, even apparently successful individuals, may experience pervasive recurring thoughts of self-doubt, worry, and regret. They mistakenly believe that they are not that great or successful. They waste a lot of time trying to prove that they are accomplished and happy. This is the classic case of the person who appears overly confident yet is hiding an inferiority complex deep inside. By acting and talking big, they are trying to overcompensate for their feelings of inadequacy. The problem is that they are not thinking big. They are constantly choosing the lesser thoughts, such as, why do these bad things keep happening to me? And why is life unfair? Instead of accessing the higher thoughts. I have everything I need. I am grateful for what I have. How can I best manifest my higher nature giving greatness to make a positive difference in the world? Unfortunately, if you find yourself preoccupied with lesser thoughts, you may spend most of your life as a puppet of your experiences. You will suffer from failed expectations and lingering regrets based on the twists and turns of fate or circumstance. When you choose a lesser thought, a smaller idea, you make the mistake of thinking that you are not great by birthright as a result of the miracle of coming into this world. Instead of recognizing that you are divinity in human form, you mistakenly think that you have to prove something. You believe you have to do something important or special to be accepted and loved. The truth is that you don't need to do anything to prove your worth or value. You are already perfect, already wonderful, already great, by virtue of being a creation of the higher nature. Your life will be more satisfying and pleasurable when you're in charge of your own thoughts, when you're the creator of your own destiny. You will generate the power you need to activate your greatest self by intentionally choosing higher thoughts of love, compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness. Love University students, accept your greatness. This is your solution to self-doubt and worry. Love yourself for the amazing person that you already are and eliminate the mental struggle and debate about whether you deserve to have the best. You do deserve to have the best. Of course, some people may say, I'm not that great. I have really bad habits that I can't control. I have hurt a lot of people, including myself. This may have been true in the past because you didn't really have self-love before. Instead, you had self-defeating thoughts that led to self-defeating actions and then to more self-defeating thoughts and actions. Because you felt too futile and weak to do any better, you kept repeating the same mistakes. Things will be different now that you're developing genuine self-love. When you love yourself in a balanced and authentic way, you'll have more self-confidence, better relationships, and greater success in everything you do. As you increase your self-love, you will no longer believe in the fallacy that great outcomes are ever in doubt. In reality, you will accomplish amazing things when you love yourself and access the power of the higher nature. The higher nature, whether you call it God, spirit, or nature, says, no matter what happens, you're going to be all right. You are inherently great because you are a child of this higher nature. You are loved. So repeat this self-love phrase to yourself daily. I was made from greatness to be great and to give my greatness to myself and the world. I already have all of the happiness, love, and success I need within me. I am a treasure to the world. I will love myself and others as I share my emotional wealth with those who cross my path. I am love. When you start to recognize your uniqueness and internal power, you'll strip away all authority from your problems. Then what you have left is pure confidence, love, power, and peace, the ultimate manifestation of your greatness. Everything goes back to loving yourself. When you love yourself, you will dream big, act big, and accomplish big. Sometimes, however, you don't have the self-love inside of you. If that's the case, then you need to jumpstart your inner greatness by taking a step in the right direction. Do this by achieving small victories, building your inner confidence and momentum. Write an email to an important mentor. Take an acting class to improve your social self-confidence, or enroll in an online financial literacy course. Soon you will start to have small wins. You may find a mentor to work with, successfully break the ice with someone you want to get to know, or invest a small amount of money in a business or financial venture and earn a nice profit. The more you focus on the most important thing you need to do each day, the more you will realize that you can achieve much more than you originally thought. Along the way, you will see how big things are easier to achieve when you have a 100% focused mentality. You will accomplish more when you focus on the most important thing in the day while eliminating distractions and obstacles that stand in your way. As you make progress, you will eliminate self-defeating thoughts and actions, including procrastination, not being able to say no to emotionally draining people, and doubting yourself. In the end, you will blast beyond the barriers and obstacles of life to reach your ultimate destination, love, success, and happiness. So Love University students, recognize that you have a tremendous amount of inner power, inner greatness. And it starts by loving yourself in an authentic, natural, and balanced way. Not in an egotistical, narcissistic, or selfish way, but in a way that you love yourself and also love others at the same time. And the more you take care of yourself with self-love and self-care, the more you can give to others, the more you can contribute to the world in many ways. So Love University students, go out this week and have as your mission to love yourself in an authentic, healthy, and positive way, and build up your inner confidence, your inner power, your inner love, so you can give more to the world. If you want to comment on today's show, or if you want to be on the show in the future, or if you have a show idea, you can reach us at 310-226-8090. Visit us at loveuniversity.love. Write to us at loveuniversitylove@gmail.com. You can download the podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Podbean. You can also follow us and like us on Facebook and Instagram at Love University Podcast, or follow us on Twitter at Love.U Podcast. So again, this is Dr. Alex Avila. Make this a self-love week and also improve yourself in every single way. It's time to put away your notebooks, your iPads, your phones. This is Dr. Alex Avila, Love University, now dismissed.